Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Hero Bishop. Today, I'm doing a review of some explicit content, parental advisory. That's Tetsuki, I hope I say his fucking name right. Fujimoto's Fire Punch Volume 1. I'm pretty obsessed with Chainsaw Man. This is the same dude. And, yeah, let me just say that fucking it's as savage as Chainsaw Man, but darker. Like Chainsaw Man is savage, dark, fun. This is savage, dark, sadness. But before we get started, man, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment on this video to get entered into my 750 subscriber giveaway. And man, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, Twitter, or Rumble, holler at your boy. Same name on all that shit, NERDXCORE. Anyway, stay tuned.
These action figures on my shelf, man, they drive the ladies crazy. NERDXCORE, I'm watching comic book movies, so they wanna have my babies. NERDXCORE.
So man, what you got going on here, which I really like that art, man. It doesn't look like super too cartoony like a lot of manga. It just looks like a savage ass dude. There's the back if you want to check that out, read that. You can get this for about $12.99. Viz signature. And what you got is a very post-apocalyptic future where it's like super fucking icy cold everywhere. There's this dude and his sister who were like orphans in this village. These people picked them up, but since it's so icy out, everybody's starving. And these fools have like these Wolverine type of regenerative powers. So him and his sister be cutting off their fucking body so people can eat them cannibal style. And his regeneration powers are better than his sister's. So he's always telling her like, yo, sis, don't fucking let me cut my shit off. You don't cut your shit off. And there's some pretty weird shit like where she asked him one night, since they're like the only two kids, if she wants to have a baby, but he ain't trying to bang his sister, like right here. So he's like, no, not really, sis. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I had to move from the pool table at the shop to the counter because I didn't like being hunched over. I hunch over enough during the day tattooing people. And he's trying to like save these old people that are in the village who took him in by letting him eat their bodies and shit. Here he is hunting a deer. But while he's out hunting one day, this ship flies up, and it's all these like soldiers, and they find out that these people in here are cannibals. And a lot of people in this world are like blessed with gifts, like Agni, I think is this dude's name. His gift is regeneration. These soldiers, they got different gifts, and they're like, yo, you can come with us to fight the Ice Queen or whatever the fuck her name is, whoever made the earth super cold. And he's like, nah, bro. I think he wants to stay with his sister in the village. But then this guy finds out that the village are cannibals, so he kills and burns everyone. But Agni doesn't die because he fucking keeps regenerating. The whole village is burnt up. Everybody's dead. His sister, like I said, her regenerative power is not as good as his. So when he's dying, like, look how savage that is, dude. I love the artwork. But he's like, yo, I want to die. My sister's going to die. And we can go back to mom and dad. I would be freed. But then his sister, with her one last dying breath, is like, nah, brother, you got to live. So he does decide to live. And he vows that he's going to fucking get revenge on these soldiers. He goes all through, like, it ends up being like a thing, like 8 years where he just sits there and burns. Then finally he can get to where he can control the burning without dying, and then he can breathe, and then finally after like 8 years he can make a fist, and he's gonna use this fist, the fucking fire punch, to get revenge on these bitch ass motherfuckers who killed his sister and the whole village. And it goes in like he's on the quest to find these dudes. The soldiers got a thing full of slaves. They're trying to like make them drink pee and shit. Like this shit gets really bizarre, dude. And he comes up on these people. There's this little dude he meets along the way named Sun. He had to leave his village because everybody had a plague, and like they didn't want him to die, so they made him leave. Fire Punch dude comes up on this group of soldiers with the slaves, and he realizes one of them's that fucking guy who burnt his village down and killed his sister. So he's like, I'm finna fuck you up, Fire Punch. And he ends up going on. The little Sun dude follows him. It is like, yo, you're a vision from God or some shit like that that's gonna help me save the earth and heat the earth with fire and shit. And I'm giving a very broad fucking explanation of this. It goes to a flashback where him and his sister get captured by some soldiers when they're younger, and they want to keep cutting off their limbs to use them as fuel because the earth is cold. This dude tries to get some skullduggery, some boss cap off his sister, so he breaks his arms to get out and kills the dude with his with the guy's own knife. Some soldiers come up on Sun and Agni while they're like traveling. They fucking keep shooting him and catch Agni and keep shooting him to try to like keep him down and wrap him up in this like fire retardant fucking paper so they can capture him. And then Agni gets kidnapped, taken to this damn place where they like slave these kids out. And then there's another kid in there. Did I say Agni? Not Agni, Sun. Agni gets captured and they put him in this fucking shit so he can't burn through. And they take Sun, the other little kid that's like walking on this journey with Agni, was trying to follow him because he thought he was like a godlike messiah type character that was going to help him heat the world and save the earth. That little guy who looks like a girl, and everybody thinks he's a girl, gets kidnapped by these people, and him and another little girl are like in this place where they think they're going to be like sex slaves or something. And so the other girl looks at Agni, or not Agni, looks at Sun, who has a gift like Agni's gift, not the same. His is the fucking regeneration shit and the fire, so he can be fucking Fire Punch. But Sun, the little guy, has a thing where he can do electricity. And here's where I'm sure that boy will bring warmth to this world. And then he's like trying to ditch him on the journey because I guess he doesn't want him to get into trouble and get fucked up. But anyway, that was me flashing back. I was getting a little ahead of myself. As I was saying earlier, got a little bit ahead of myself. But before Sun gets captured by the weird like sex dudes or whatever they are, Agni gets his fucking head cut off by these people. And then they keep shooting him so he can't regenerate. But we later find out he fucking gets out. They're going to like cut off his head and throw it in the ocean because they think that, see, they're shooting him. That's the only way they can like kill the dude because he regenerates so fast. So that's crunk. Then, like I said, Sun gets kidnapped and he's in this little place with this other girl where they think they're going to be like sex slaves or whatever. So this other chick's like, yo, you zap these fools when we get out of here. But this dude comes in with these two dogs. And this is where I almost put this book down. If they would have went that far and showed what I thought they were going to show, that's one thing I don't mess with, is weird shit happening to kids. So I probably would have had to put this book down. But this guy comes in and he tries to act really nice to them. And they're like, oh, cool, maybe we'll stay here. But then they find out this dude wants these kids to fucking bang these dogs, which is gross as fuck. But sometimes stuff like that works in these books because it makes you hate the villains even more. And then you're more into like the plight of the main character who wants to get revenge on these people. And I'm not going to show the one page, but basically Sun is like very naive and doesn't know what's going on. So he pulls his pants down and the guy's like, oh, you're a boy, the dog can't bang you or whatever. So then they're like, oh, fuck this. And Sun tries to zap that dude so they can both get away. But that dude's brother comes in, whoops, and cuts his fucking legs off, dude. And then they're like, oh, shit, regenerate him with your gift so we can use him as like a fucking power plant thing, basically, and generate electricity for us all day. Then it gets to the end of the book, and there's this chick who's obsessed with movies, and she sees some footage of our boy Fire Punch Agni, and she's like, yo, I'm gonna make a movie about this dude. But Fire Punch is finds the dude who burnt down his village. He vows revenge on him. And that guy's gifted too, though, so he somehow fucking is still alive. And he's like, yo, will you ever forgive me? And he's like, what are you talking about, dude? Fuck you. And he's like, what can I do? I'll do anything except die. And he's like, nah, bro. He wants to take that motherfucker out the game because he killed his sister. Anyway, here's the chick that wants to make a movie and make Fire Punch the main character. So anyway, hopefully my choppy, scatterbrained back and forth explanation or review of this book wasn't too confusing for you, but you get the gist of it. That's how all my shit is, man. I'm not here trying to write a fucking history report. I'm just telling you what I think. And yeah, I like this a lot. Definitely gonna probably keep reading it, get the rest of it. I like a good revenge story, and especially when revenge is on people who hurt kids and shit, man. So definitely gonna keep reading this and check this out. Let me know what y'all thought about it in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you watching. Much love and respect. Peace.